welcome back to my channel. I hope you're having a fantastic Thursday. Today I'm going to be sharing with you my review of A Simple Favor by Darcey Bell. Now this book is being adapted into a film, which inspired me to go ahead and read the book because, I mean, it has Anna Kendrick and Blake Lively in it, two of the most beautiful ladies in the movie industry. So I was like, hey, I want to see this and I want to read this, so I went ahead and picked up the book. Now, I do want to let you know, just for a quick movie spoiler and book spoiler, when you go into this book, the characters are older than what Mrs. Lively and Miss Kendrick portrayed them to be. So keep that in mind when you go into this, because my brain did not do that. I thought I was getting the ages of Blake Lively and Anna Kendrick. But anyways, I digress. Here is the cover of the book. I'm just like, meh. It is not something that I think that I would actually have grabbed if I hadn't seen the trailer, because it is so meh to me. And the whole cover is like irrelevant to me for this actual story. So it's just irrelevant to me and I didn't like it. Didn't care for it. But it does do its job of letting you know that it is for a suspense novel. And this suspenseful novel is about three main characters. The main character upmost is Stephanie. She is a widowed single mom who is a blogger. And then you have Emily. She is a kind of like a personal assistant of sorts to a fashion designer in Manhattan. And then she has her husband. He is British and he works for some kind of firm for architecture, I think. But anyways, the book is divided into their 3 points of view, and Stephanie, she befriends Emily on coincidence on a rainy day, and she thinks that Emily is a elegant, beautiful, and just the perfect mother, because she can juggle all these different things that she doesn't do, because she considers herself a stay-at-home mom despite the fact that she's a blogger. So as their friendship deepens, Stephanie finds out that Emily's simple favor that she asked for isn't so simple, and the friendship that she thought was simple isn't. And I have to say that I was disappointed by this book. I was disappointed. And I'm just going to go ahead and start this off with the things that I did like, because I want to start off with some positivity on this note. So I originally liked Stephanie. I thought that she was a great main character to start off with, because she is very relatable to a lot of us. Not just because of all the things that happened in her past, but just the way that she wrote her and how she expressed herself as a character. And I was really disappointed when I got towards the end of this book and Belle decided to turn her into an idiot, a complete, utter, mindless, naive idiot. And I was just so disappointed. That's my main theme for this book, is disappointment, just so you know. But on the flip side for Stephanie, consistently throughout this book, she's had a great relationship with her son Miles, and that is really a on paper goals that I love to read, is how good the relationship was. You would think that Emily's relationship with her son Rocky was good, but in me, I think it's kind of unhealthy, and he shows some of her tendencies to being a little bit psycho. But I really did love Stephanie and Miles. I, for one, thought that Stephanie's secret was the bomb. That should have been the whole plot focus, should have been that secret. There is a moment in this book where I was like, oh my gosh, this leads to Emily and this whole rigmarole about what's happened. And no, we get completely something else, but it is the bomb. I love it. I loved how evenly that the book was spaced out so that you have all 3 of the characters' points of view. And that kind of wraps up what I do like about this book. So what I don't like is going to be, if you are looking for this book and thinking there's going to be character development, you're absolutely wrong. Just go ahead and leave this at the first page of the book, because that's not what's going to happen. All three main characters acquire information about each other, but they don't learn from it. And Stephanie and Sean had the most to learn and develop, because I feel like Belle, once again, restating this, she developed Emily the most. And so it just made me so sad, because when you go on to the reason behind why Emily's gone, I mean, that leads me to number 2, which is Emily's whole reason. It was so stupid to me. And for that, it is like there's a dime a dozen for those specific reasons, and you couldn't come up with anything more creative. I was so disappointed. And I despised how she wrote the relationship between Emily and her twin. I didn't like that. I thought it was disgusting. And I just didn't like her whole obsession with the twin theory, which will make sense if you choose to read the book. And I'll also put right here what the twin theory generically is, not specifically to this book, but like the different reasons. And lastly, oh my gosh, this gets my blood boiling. She ends this book on a cliffhanger. On a cliffhanger. And to my knowledge, she's not making a book 2. Now, you can successfully write a cliffhanger that allows for you to still enjoy the book and know that you could possibly go read fan fiction or create your own fan fiction and just have good feelings about this. Not her. That's not how she resolves it and shoves us off a cliff at the end. Oh, made me so mad. I wanted to toss this book, but I was in a car, so that wouldn't be nearly as fun as across the room. But anyways, I digress from that. I was just so disappointed, and when I read that combined with the reasoning, I was like, no. And so this just dropped 2 whole points for me, bringing us to a 3.5 for the book. Now, overall, it's an okay book. I will still go see the movie, and I still recommend this book. It is still good for what that it is. I had a lot of things in it that I just didn't care for. You may read this and enjoy this. Please keep in mind that with reviews, that these are entirely personal. You may read this book and love it, or you may even hate it even less. Let me know down below if you've read this book and if you enjoy it, or if you hate it, or if you've seen the movie and you think that it is a good match for the book, or which one you feel is better. Please don't do any spoilers. I'd appreciate that muches. But let me know down below what you think. And if you enjoyed this review, please give me a thumbs up. And don't forget to subscribe. And I hope that you have a great rest of your day, guys. Bye.